Hey everybody, welcome to the Valley View High School Orientation. Today's session is designed for students who are currently enrolled, 8th grade students or newly enrolled 9th grade students who are interested in learning more about the school program. Just to give you a brief history of our program, we are a publicly funded charter school. We were opened by Pacific Charter in 2014, so we are in our second year of operation, authorized out of San Joaquin County. We currently have 370 students enrolled with approximately 80 students enrolled in grades 9. We do have one learning center in Stockton. We received our WASC candidacy in June of 2015. Means is we are an accredited school, so our transcripts are recognized by colleges and employers for graduation purposes. We did establish our UC course list this fall, so we have a full complement, are registered or approved by the University of California. For school support, what we are able to offer our students who are enrolled are California credentialed, highly qualified teachers. We do have a part-time dedicated counseling position, which is unique for our small high school that we have. We do have field trips and college tours. In the fall, we were able to time, and this spring we are secure, which will be in May. We have launched some virtual integrated math classes. Next year, we will also be offering the Integrated Math 2 program. We have the A through G independent study courses, which I'll talk a little bit more about in a couple minutes. We do have many students taking concurrent enrollment. That means they're taking college classes while they are enrolled. And we also offer some Ed Options Academy online courses at no additional cost to our. These are another option to meet the graduation and college prep requirements. We are establishing a career pathway, which is likely to be this office section. Funding for the elementary and middle school and high school, the same. Students are issued a budget of $1,000 per semester. Funds can be used for material services, distance learning classes, and community college textbooks. Our teachers work with the families to determine the best way to allocate those funds and maximize student learning opportunities. We do offer books and course outlines for the following IS courses at no cost to the family. So we have those in science, math, English, Spanish, and social science. Those are going to be your required courses for graduation, which we will talk about as well. In high school, the communication pathways go in many directions, as you can tell. With the student being at the high point, we are all here to support the student. Typically in K through 8, which you've had so far, is communication between the teacher and the parent. In high school, we like to open that up a little bit and add the counselor. So I may be having some communication directly with the student, directly with the parent, and of course with the teacher. The arrow missing here obviously is between the parent and the student, which we assume is well established at this point if you have chosen to pursue homeschooling or independent study as your education pathway. How we ask parents to support our high school students during these few years is a little bit different. Your role begins to change in high school. A lot of times the parent is no longer being the direct instructor of the student, but we do like to know that the families are. Sorry, what happened here? Okay. Going back. Sorry about that. Okay, we want them to be fostering independence and having the student be accountable for their lessons, communicating with the teacher weekly. Students are also encouraged to communicate with the teacher, participating in standardized benchmarks, and asking for clarification or help when needed. Keep in mind that high school is a time for transition of responsibility from the parent to the student, and this will often mean increased communication and interaction between the student and the teacher, and as I mentioned in the previous slide, the counselor as well. So now we get into the nuts and bolts of what is required of our high school program. In high school, you have 220 credits that need to be completed. 5 credits are issued per semester, and there are minimum subject requirements that each student must complete. So if we look in the middle section, you're going to see that in history and social studies, there is 10 credits. That is equivalent to 1 year of world history. U.S. history, 10 credits. That's equivalent to 1 year. Government and econ. In addition, there are 4 years of English that are required, 3 years of math, 2 years of science. The foreign language and visual arts requirements are different depending on your post-graduation plan. So in college, you can expect to complete 2 to 3 years of a foreign language in addition to 1 year of a visual performing art. To make up the difference between the required credits and the 220 credits, students can complete those elective courses in areas of study that are most important or interesting to them. Many of our students choose performing arts, or they choose additional computer technology classes. We currently having to do the exit exam. Whether or not that becomes tied into the SBAC testing, we do not know at this time, but it would appear that may be likely at some point. We do encourage students, require that students participate in SBAC testing. The difference between college prep and A through G. This is something that we talk a lot about over the course of the 4 years. A through G is something that is designed by the University of California to establish that students applying to their programs have completed a body of coursework that meets the rigor of the University of California. We have submitted these courses, our IS courses have been submitted to UC and approved based on their rigor and content. Keep in mind that while all A is college prep, not all college prep is A through G. We have many families who want to go or want to send their child to college, but they do not want to follow that A through G course description. They choose to complete their courses using a separate curriculum. We do allow for that, but there are some stipulations and guidelines that you should be aware of if you choose that route as well. Private schools and out-of-state schools do not evaluate A through G courses. This is something that is specific to the University of California. Therefore, an English or a math course that is on the student's transcript is fine for a private school. The pathway to UC or CSU. You need to complete the body of required A through G courses using our independent study or approved online curriculum. You may also complete transferable courses at a community college. You may approve or take additional online courses. Some of our students will find other vendors that they choose to take A through G online courses with, and that's an acceptable method. You can also use your own curriculum and take the subject test to validate. That's typically with a score of 540 or better. In addition to meeting the course requirements for the University of California, they do require that you take either the ACT or the SAT test for admission. I work with juniors and seniors in putting that test plan together and identifying when is a good time to take those tests. Any combination of the above will work, and students tend to do very well when they combine their options. Excited to announce that one of our students was accepted to Berkeley this year, and we have many other students applying to private schools and are getting excellent admission results so far. In addition to your curriculum, the schools, while they base 80% of your profile on your academic background and preparation, they also want to see that you are participating in outside clubs, volunteering, cultivating your passions and interests, showing leadership within those passions and interests. You can do so by starting a club or even getting a job. We don't have clubs offered through our school at this time, so that can be something tricky for our independent study students to still make sure that they are competitive in that area, it does require a little outside work, but we do find that most of our students are highly engaged in their community in a variety of ways. This year, we launched Career Cruising, which is an online comprehensive program. I'd like to demo that for you if I can. All students in 9th through 12th grade have an account already. They are enrolled. The ID password is 5-digit ID number, birthday with no dashes. So, for instance, June 27th, 1998 might be the student's password. Well, is going to work here. If it does, okay. So one of the ways that we, I'm going to go through this a different way. If a student logs on to Career Cruising, what they're able to see when they log on is this page here. It's very user-friendly. It's simple. You simply start with Explore My Careers and Interests. You can take a 39-question test, which will kick back some initial careers that the student can begin researching. There is also an area for skills assessment, which helps the student identify where are their strengths. From here, you can research careers. You can find also there's video attached with each of these careers and interview. From that pathway, students can go into the education and they can programs and colleges that offer a pathway. They can explore financially, and they begin to develop employment skills such as building that resume, skills, and how to do. Many of our students are enrolled in a community or in a career planning course, in which case they are using this online portion as a comprehensive curriculum. There are many activities and research programs with that students have access to. Okay, so that is Career Cruising. And when students have finished their graduation path and completed their 220 credits, we have a formal graduation ceremony. It is held in Livermore at the end of May. Students wear formal caps and gowns. We have the music. We have student speakers and performances and a reception to follow. It's a very special time, and one of the things that I mentioned is that our students come together at the end of their senior year. Many of them have never seen each other before. They don't know each other. But in the few hours, or 2 hours before the ceremony, they come together and they bond like a class because they do share something that they have all had this journey. They've taken an alternative path, and it's a really special occasion to mark their achievement. So we are looking forward to that celebration in May this year as well. Here's the contact information. If you have any specific questions, you are welcome to email me at jmcInerney@valleyviewcharter.org. Our site manager and registrar is Janae Sembrano. Her email is listed here. And John Matan, our director, his email is listed here. In addition to our school site, there is a dedicated counseling page, PCIcounseling.org. I would encourage you to familiarize yourself with that. You are able to access the Career Cruising portal directly from that site. In addition to finding more information about graduation requirements, work permit information, career planning, it is all on this site. There's a lot of information there. Thank you for joining us today for our high school orientation. We look forward to hearing from you. Okay. Do we have